Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am sharing my 2008 Disney scrapbook album, and this is album 2. Now, I didn't even realize I had never shared the rest of the 2008 albums until I got a post on YouTube today. And I saw the post while I was at work, and I'm so sorry. I can't remember who posted the comments, but I just remember seeing that someone watched all my album shares and I left them hanging because I did not post this album. So I am so very sorry. And I figured I had to start rectifying this right away. If someone was kind enough to watch all of my album shares, then I need to actually share them. So we're going to do the 2008 Disney Part 2. So here we are. This is just a pre-made paper. It's just a printed scrapbook paper, and the only thing I did was put a sticker on here that says 08. This is in Test Track. Now this is the old Test Track, people, and if you don't know what the old Test Track is, you are missing out. It's very high tech now, but the old Test Track was a beautiful, fun thing. I think it's pretty much the same exact car. It's just like repaint it and everything. And the track and everything is the same, but the queue was the best. They had toolboxes and tools and all kinds of fun things that they don't have now. So this is the Test Track, and these are ride photos. So in this one, Christopher rode up front with Lana and Alex, and I rode in the back with Chloe and some guy. And then over here on this one, all the kids rode in the front together, and Christopher and I rode in the back with some guy. And then they're all inside the cars, because when you get off of Test Track, there are cars for you to check out and get in and all that fun stuff. Then we have where we met Jasmine. So this Jasmine was fussy cut out of a piece of printed paper. And then I put together this Agrabah with my Cricut, and this was cut out with my Cricut as well. Something was ripped off here. I don't know if this was journaling ripped off of here or a photo or what. But something was ripped off of here. Somebody ripped something off this. I don't know what this was, guys. But evidently somebody ripped it off. So this is Jasmine and Chloe and Lana with her. Then this is outside of Japan. And this is just stamped title. It says Seeing a Man About a Horse. Here is Club Cool. This is the old Club Cool, and as you can see, I used Coca-Cola paper here, and this is what I plan on doing with the Coca-Cola paper that I put off to the side. This was also the trip I carried a Bagalini, and I wore a tiara. I wore a tiara a lot of trips, but this one I wore it constantly. The girls wore tiaras too, and this is where I made them try the Beverly. If you've never had the Beverly, you need to have the Beverly. These are just photos from Epcot and like looking across the lake at the different countries. And then here, this is us waiting for Illuminations, the show to start. So the kids played rock, paper, scissors. We had glow necklaces for them, and we just kind of hung out there and waited for it to start. And then we have photos of the kids. Don't know why Chloe was crying. Who in the world knows? But she was definitely crying. And the title is Who is the Drama Queen? So this is ribbon. No, it's not. It's paper. I thought it was ribbon. I have ribbon that looks very similar to this. Then we have this layout. So just taking photos in front of the topiaries, and then this, I fussy cut these circles out so that it was up here at the top and the bottom, put some brads in the center of the circles, and there is a hidden Mickey on every single layout. Some of them are not so hidden, but there is a Mickey head on every single layout. Here is some PhotoPass photos, just titled Epcot. There's my Mickey for that one. Here we have the kids in the telephone booth. This was my absolute favorite font of stamp sets, and it wasn't photopolymer, so it deteriorated and kind of like got jelly and fell apart. But my absolute favorite font in the world. Yeah. Okay. Then we have Snow and Seven. So they have these topiaries of Snow White and all of the 7 dwarfs. So these are pre-made. I'm pretty sure these are either Jolie's or like Disney EK Success, but I used them. Very themed. Like some of the things are not themed and some of them are. Here are some butterfly photos in the butterfly hut. Christopher took these photos and I think they are amazing. Like absolutely amazing. And then there's a little Tinkerbell. And then I didn't even decorate with butterflies here. I used Tinkerbell paper. Here is the electric umbrella. So this is the very first meal that we ate in Walt Disney World, which were burgers, chicken fingers, and french fries. The electric umbrella is not there anymore. So this is kind of like a memory moment. Here are just some topiary and flower photos from the Flower and Garden Festival. This was stamped and stickled. There's my little hidden Mickey, big old butterfly topiary. And then this is a layout with not a lot of embellishment, but stamping. So Epcot was stamped, this was stamped, this was stamped, and then these were stamped over here. So these are just PhotoPass photos. And then here's some more just pretty flower photos with a little bit of stamping here and here. So these are just like the pretty flower photos. There's no story behind them other than I thought the flowers were pretty. We took pictures of them. This is some of the fireworks from Illuminations, and we just called it Ooh. And this is Why Yes I Am a Disney Princess. So this is just me wearing my tiara and my happy birthday button. And Disney Princess paper. All of this was cut with my Cricut. Still MGM, and then you can see the hat right here. So these are the streets of America behind us, and they are no longer there. I always find it funny when we're in front of the San Francisco one, because back during this time, this was I am never going to California, I'm never setting foot in California, and now, you know, we live there. So it's kind of crazy. And then you can see the girls are wearing their tiaras here. Then we have Disney's Hollywood Studios with the big Sorcerer Mickey's hat. These are eyelets that don't have holes in them. I forget what they called them, but they're eyelets without holes. And then here are some characters. So there was an Al's Toy Barn at one time. I don't think Al's Toy Barn is there anymore. But just some photos, and this is a stamp that says Prepare to be Amazed. Very poorly stamped, but yet it is there. There's a hidden Mickey. And then we have some aerial photos. So this is a pre-printed paper that's kind of like color blocked out. So I stickled her, like I made her stickled. I stickled her name here. I also stickled Sparkle. And stickled some of the bubbles, and then I put epoxy things on the bubbles, and these have yellowed. Like these epoxy bubbles have yellowed, so they're more green than what they actually are. And then here we have more of Ariel. So this is Journey of the Little Mermaid, which they aren't even, it hasn't been up and running the past couple times we've been. So I don't know if they've just given up on it or what. And then these are photos from Indiana Jones. And again, no real embellishing. It's just the photos from the Indiana Jones stunt spectacular. And if you've never had the pleasure of seeing the Indiana Jones stunt spectacular, you're missing out. Now, Disneyland has the Indiana Jones ride, which is super fun, but this is an experience type thing. And then this is the Great Movie Ride, which is no longer there. So the Great Movie Ride is a spectacular journey into the movies. Now it is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway in that space, which is a fun ride, but I miss the Great Movie Ride. You can see here's the gangster scene. Here's the Wicked Witch of the West. Mary Poppins, Tarzan, Singing in the Rain, Indiana Jones, The Wizard of Oz, and then here's John Wayne. And then this is just some scenes from there. This is MGM. It was the year of a million dreams. So I think this was the year where they gave out a million prizes. I don't know, something like that. But pretty sure this is one of the years where they were giving out stays in the Cinderella Castle Suite. And we always said it didn't matter what day we were in our vacation. Even if it was our last day, we would extend if we were ever picked to stay in the Cinderella Castle Suite. We never got picked, but it was fun. It was fun to think of it. So here, just more pictures from inside Hollywood Studios. And this is nighttime fun. So I took pictures of the neon at night at Hollywood Studios. Now this is fun because I also did this on this trip. We went back to Hollywood Studios to make sure I got the neon photos. So it'll be interesting to see how it's changed. And then this is us in front of the Hollywood Tower of Terror. Chloe hates this ride. Absolutely hates it. And then here, just some more photos. Christopher standing underneath of the ton of bricks, which this is no longer there either. There's a lot of things that are no longer there. It's kind of sad. So this is the Splash, the movie Splash fountain. That's no longer there, but look at that Disney trash can. This is where the kids met Frozone. So this was a lot of fun. They were excited for that. Very themed, incredible stickers, actual ribbon, and then I stamped out Frozone. Then this is the Muppets, and these are rub-ons. And this is Alice and the Beast, and I know that this is like weird, but it used to be the animation courtyard, and they used to have all kinds of really cool things about animation and history and art, and that they don't have anymore, and it's really sad because I love this portion. So there's Alice things here and Beast things here, so I stamped out Alice and the Beast. These are die cuts that I cut out. Here's some Oscars, and then this is the kids with the statue, and then me with the statue. Then we had to, of course, do all things Tinkerbell and look and talk about that and read everything because Lana was a huge, huge Tinkerbell fan. She's actually wearing a Tinkerbell shirt. So very themed stickers on here. And then we have I'm All Hands. So this is a pre-made thing that says I'm All Ears. I crossed it out and put hands down. So Alex got to pick out his like souvenir, and he picked out the huge Mickey hand. So, and as you can see, he's super excited about it. And then these are pictures of the kids. This is Good Times. Now this was actually print it and cut out with my Cricut Imagine. Does anybody remember the Cricut Imagine? Mine broke and Cricut stopped supporting it, so I ended up donating it and getting rid of it. And I, like, when I donated it, it was said this does not work, but they were still happy to take it. So hopefully they did something fun with it. I don't know. And then here is Disney art. Now these right here are the original ones. And these are done by a guy named John Rowe. And I actually have canvases of both of these prints now. But my word, we just loved them. So this is Snow White, and this is Aurora and Maleficent. And I've got a couple of his canvases, and my word, I love them. Look, paper tearing. Paper tearing and fibers. Then here's just some more art that we liked. And then this is Woody and Buzz. So these are like ideas and things when they were creating Woody and Buzz. These are kind of like the drawings and things that they kind of went through. And these were the renditions of them before they actually became the Woody and Buzz that we know. And then over here, this is Stitch. So Stitch and Pleakley and all of them, these are what they were using to figure out them as well. And then here is Lights, Motors, Action, the stunt show, car show spectacular. This is all gone as well, so I am super excited to have all of these photos. So yeah, and look, there's an action shot where the car is up in the air between the two trucks. There's a guy on fire. There's the guy being put out. Kim, Ron, and some guys in green. So this is Kim Possible and Ron Stoppable. If you guys remember Kim Possible from the Disney Channel, it was awesome. There was a family in front of us that their son was so excited to see Kim and Ron. Like they were his hero. And this was actually the last week that Kim and Ron were even going to be out. Like they were done with Kim and Ron. So we were super excited to be able to see them. And then the Army Men. So they were playing street games and things like that. So we took photos of that. And then here we are in front of the Hollywood Tower of Terror again. And then they did a photo pass picture. We were supposed to point on the ground, and they superimposed Stitch, basically. And then this is us. We're supposed to be looking scared, but we were just having a good time, so we really weren't looking scared. And then here's more Hollywood Tower of Terror pictures with some Prima Flowers and Brads. And then this photo is supposed to be here as an 8x10, and look, it even says order 8x10. And I've never ordered it, but this is the photo that that should be there. And then we have Star Tours, and then some Star Wars things. So this is us in line. There's R2-D2, the droids, waiting outside in line, waiting inside in line, C-3PO. And then this is more of Star Tours. So this is the second installment of the 2008 Disney album. Now these are in Creative Memories albums, and as you can tell, I used the Creative Memories strap hinge albums, but did not use Creative Memory pages or Creative Memories page protectors. These are actually Pioneer page protectors, and if you can see, they are made so that they can fit in albums, like ring albums, because they've got the 3 holes, and also strap hinge because their hole has a slit right here. And I used to buy these regularly at Joann's because they used to sell them. I can't remember if they were packs of 25 or packs of 50, but I used to buy them at Joann's. I don't think they sell them anymore. I haven't seen them in a long time. But that's what I did to Scrapbook inside of the Creative Memories album. And then, of course, Creative Memories and Disney had a kind of a collaboration type thing. So this is a licensed Disney album. It's like copyright Disney Enterprises. So this is a licensed album. It's got a little Mickey there on the front. And then it has the Mickey here. So I have 4 of these bad boys for our 2008 trip. And I spent the money on the Disney albums and like the Creative Memories ones because I was like, this is a once in a lifetime trip. We're going to go to Walt Disney World. We're going to take the kids. We're going to have such an awesome time. And I needed to document everything and have a grand old time. Little did I know that the once in a lifetime trip would turn into what it has, for a utter love of Walt Disney World and the joy that it brings my heart, and Disney trash cans and annual passes and all the things. Like who would have known? So anyway, that is the second installment. I do have 2 more albums. The third album is pretty thick. I think it might even be thicker than this one, but the 4th album is not as thick. It's a little bit thinner. So there it is. Thank you so much for watching. I promise I won't make you wait years and years to see the next installment in this album. If album shares aren't your thing, I'm sorry. I do like to share my creations and I like to look at my albums. So I don't know what I'm going to do when my albums are caught up and I've shared everything. I guess I'm just going to have to go through them and look at them and not share them again. Because who wants to see album shares multiple times? I guess it kind of would be interesting. Well, for me, probably not for you guys, but it would be interesting to compare album shares, like what I would say about the album share now versus, I don't know, 5 years down the road. Who knows? But I don't watch my own videos, so I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Thanks for liking the videos. Thanks for sharing the videos. Thanks for subscribing to the videos. Doing all the things that helps my channel kind of grow and do things and make it super, super exciting for me. I really do appreciate it. So there it is. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.